For today's video, let's talk about factoring. And let's talk about factoring using a common monomial factor. Now, in this type of factoring, you have to identify first what is the greatest common factor in each term, and then factor out the GCF, or your greatest common factor, and then express each term as a product of your GCF and the other factor. Okay, so that's the last step. So let's have an example. So let's say you're asked to factor out 12y cubed minus 8y squared. So looking at the terms, their GCF would be 4y squared, because you can divide 12y cubed and 8y squared to 4y squared, right? Times. Okay, so let's express each term as a product of your GCF and the other factor. So how do we know the other factors? You divide 12y cubed divided by 4y squared. That would be 3y. And then 8y squared divided by 4y squared. That would be negative 2. So this is the these are the factors, of your 12y cubed minus 8y squared. Now, in order for you to check your answer, you can multiply the monomial, or your GCF in each term here. If you arrive at the same polynomial, then you factor it out correctly. So let's try. You have 4y squared times 3y. You have 12y cubed. And then 4y squared times negative 2, you have negative 8y squared. So our answer is correct. This one. Next, you have 15x cubed y squared minus 10x squared y. So looking at the terms, your GCF here would be 5x squared y. So times, so same process, you have 3x and then y minus 2, negative 2. Okay, minus 2. So this will be our final answer. Now, if you multiply this, you should arrive to the same polynomial. Third example, you have 18x cubed y squared minus 24x squared y cubed plus 30x squared y. So looking at the terms, your GCF here would be 6x squared y. And then same process, so 18x cubed y squared divided by 6x squared y. So that would be 3xy. And then minus 4y squared plus 5. Just 5. So this is our final answer. You can check by multiplying your GCF to each term. And here you have the last example. The GCF would be 7x squared y cubed. So here you have 28 divided by 7. You have 4x, 5 minus 2, so 3y, and then minus 7x plus 2y squared. This one. So you can check again by multiplying 7x squared y cubed to each term to check if our answers are correct. But this is your final answer.